Welcome to the pages of the Outdoor Journal. You'll join hosts Mike Johnson and Jeff Murray as they trek across North America in search of the finest in outdoor adventures. See nature's beauty and meet the unique folks who made each trip one that won't be forgotten.
Boy, river walleyes is really a different fishery, isn't it?
Yeah, talk about an untapped fishery.
Yeah, it's incredible.
You know, that's where I taught Jared how to first walleye fish. Remember when we went down to the St. Louis River?
Yeah.
How many did you catch?
6.
How many did I catch?
2.
You ought to fish me again.
You know, I went fishing with a pretty good river walleye fisherman, Doc Witherspoon.
Oh, yeah? How does he get the name Doc?
Well, he's got a degree of divinity from France or something.
You're kidding.
Doctorate degree, yeah. So everybody calls him Doc. He's a preacher, too, at one of the local churches here in town.
Right? Yeah.
The guy's fished all over the world. Just incredible stories of places he's been, you know.
And he's a river rat, huh?
And he's a river rat. He really knows that St. Louis river fishery. We did pretty fair. We did pretty fair. We got a few walleyes, and we just went out for an afternoon. Didn't spend a whole lot of time, but he's a fun guy to fish with.
Oh,
Boy, it really brings back some special memories of some of the times that Reverend and I fished in the past, Jeff.
Boy, that looks like the St. Louis River to me, Mike.
Sure is. Spring walleye fishing.
Oh, I love it. It's a great river. You know, since that sewage treatment plant went online, boy, the fishing just bounced right back, and it's really become popular.
You know, it's nice not having to drive several miles to get to your fishing either. It's right in our backyard. And no one knows it better than Reverend.
Oh, he's a river rat, huh?
He spends a lot of time on there. He loves fishing in the river. I think it comes from his catfishing days.
Oh, yeah?
What a beautiful day!
Yes! Mama!
I got a little gasoline smell on my fingers. I ought to cover it up.
Boy, that's a mighty big fluorescent spinner. Must have had some pretty dirty water.
Yeah, in the spring, you know, you get a lot of water flow and the water gets a little colored. And that crawler harness, though, is an unbeatable combination that time of the year.
Oh, I don't know what there is about it, but river walleyes just love spinner harnesses.
Yeah, that day we had our best luck drifting with the current and back trolling real slow along the edges of the sandbars.
Come on, sugar pie. Do the real thing what Daddy did. Whoa! Do the real thing with whoa! 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 Whoa, boy. That is a nice one.
Well, smileys don't run like that, though, do they?
Look at that.
Let's go right back up there, Mike. Don't even get right back up there by that buoy.
Wow, your secret hole is getting a little popular.
Oh, it's no secret anymore. It's a favorite spot for lots of people.
Hey, wait, that's a fight water. Oh, it's a fight water. Beautiful thing.
Where were you born, Reverend?
I was born in St. West Virgin Island.
In the Virgin Islands?
Yeah.
Well, how long you lived up here in the North Country?
I've been up here 23 years. Ever since I retired out of this service, I came up here.
Yeah, would you say you have a favorite fishing, a type of fishing you like to do? Is there a favorite that you like?
Oh, yes. I have a favorite type. I like to catfish.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yes, I like to catfish. I like to sit out on the bank, especially in the evening, you understand, when the moon is shining and the mosquitoes are not too bad. And I like the way that the catfish hit, you understand what I mean? And when he hit it, you understand, and take it, he's gone.
Sure. The way he runs, huh?
And a lot of people don't like catfish. They don't know what they're missing when they throw them away. Says, I don't eat him. That's very foolish. That's one of the best fish in the water.
Yeah.
That's a whale. We're going to get this one with this time with the net. All right.
Got a real white drag on this.
Come here, whale. Whale and get him, whale. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Aha, Mike. Okay, I'm going to throw him right back out there again.
Well, Reverend, I'll never forget the first time I fished with you. I believe it was 1978. We were steelhead fishing off of French River on the north shore of Lake Superior.
Yes.
There were some beautiful mornings down there catching them kamloops.
Kamloops, yes. I thought I was a pretty good fisherman, you see, and naturally I didn't intend for you fellas to beat me fishing, but you are a pretty good fisherman yourself, Mike. But,
well, I tell you, you taught me quite a few tricks that I'd never seen before, and I'll never forget that time we were down there and we were wading out up to our chest, in our chest waders, and you come down to the bank there and you got your big glob of spawn, and you threw it in right behind a fella. He was out waded up to his chest, casting, and you threw it right in there behind him with a bobber. And wouldn't you know it, that bobber went wham! That bobber went down. You got about an 8-pound steelhead, and that guy could not believe that you could catch one in that shallow water.
No. Well, Mike, it seemed to be that way, especially there in French River. Those fish come in to spawn anyway, and I found out, you understand, that they came in at a certain time. Mm-hmm. And naturally at this certain time, you know what I mean, I was down there to fish, you understand what I mean, and I caught them. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that same day I caught a trout, a lake trout.
Lake trout,
yeah,
that's right, yeah.
Caught a lake trout that same day. And it was something real beautiful, you see, because I had learned exactly what they were going to do. When I go fishing, I'm trying to study the water, what we are fishing in.
Right.
Yeah. I wonder what is he fishing with over there. Catch a big one next time and let him have his way.
It's not very big and it might be a smiley.
Well, look at that, little walleye.
Well, Reverend looks like he's the kind of guy that's really been around, Mike.
Yeah, Jeff, he's fished around the world. The Virgin Islands, South Pacific, carp in France, and big northern pike in Germany.
We call them northern pike over here. They call them hake over there. And he's some fish over there. Mm-hmm. Here we catch so many of them, but over there he's quite some fish. And that they grows tremendously. You could catch one over there, I guess 35, 40 pounds like you can over here. And you can go in a little small place. There's a little small ditch about, let's say, 6 feet, 8 feet wide and about 4 or 5 feet deep. And you know what? You'll find big fish in those small places. Right? Oh, sure. And I tell you, so you had a lot of fun fishing over there with those people, especially if you were a friend. Mm-hmm. You see, but they're very careful. They like to conserve everything that they do, and so it's a beautiful thing.
Look at him go. Look at him go.
Look at him go. Yes, sir.
Woo! Look at him run.
Oh, look at him go, boy. Look at him go. What have I got here? I got another one, too. I got another. Where's my boy?
Double going here.
I got a double going.
Television.
Yeah. Yes. You got a one there. And I got another.
How's that, Reverend?
That's good. That's good.
How's that, huh?
Let's pick him right up out of the water here. Yeah. Oh, you don't say.
Man, I tell you, I'm gonna hurt tomorrow.
You all right?
Well, I wish I had some pliers.
Don't you know that's the truth? Oh, man. Look at that. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Hey, Modi, I caught it out. Boom. Boom. All right.
Okay.
How is it that a man like Doc Witherspoon got to travel and fish all over the world, Mike?
I believe he was a chaplain in the United States Army, Jeff.
Oh, I see.
He had a real interesting story to share with me of how and why he became a preacher. Came into the service of the Lord.
Well, Mike, I felt that I was called by the Holy Spirit to preach. In my young age. And of course, I was like any other young man. I didn't feel like that I was worthy of it. And so I had been converted and I'd been baptized. But you know, something compelled me, and I began to study the Bible and having gone to classes and learning how to love people. Because really I didn't know how to love them before the Spirit of God came to me and Jesus Christ came in my heart. And so I had a trial. And my burdens is light. I heard him says, come on, if you're hungry, I will feed you. If you are clothed naked, I will give you clothes. Yes, God says that I've got food to feed you with, that you'll never hunger again. He said a long time ago that my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Oh Lord, oh, lift these chains, yes, that binds us. Pick us up out of the miry clay. Place our feet on the rock of solid ages that we can continue to walk on, that we can bow. Since that time, I'm glad that I did stay with the Lord because I have been blessed more than one way. More than one way. No, it's a very hard thing to try to be a good minister wherever you are in the service or in the civilian life. Is a hard thing because people don't seem to understand. You understand what I mean? The ways of God. Mm-hmm. See, and the ways of man, it seems to be so strange. Not the ways of God, because God's plans is all true, right, and correct. The Spirit of God moves in the heart of man, and a man know it when the Lord touches him. He know it, you understand me? The Lord will heal him of his inflictions and this sort of thing. So, Mike, listen, there's no hard job in trusting in God. I'm sure you being a young man now, you understand that by this time. I remember a passage of scripture where Jesus came in the midst of some of his apostles that he called for the special work. And he asked them, I believe, I said, have you caught a thing? No, we have labored all night long and we haven't caught a thing. And then he says, pick your nest up and cast it on the right side. And they did it with so many fish that the nest break. They couldn't hold them, you understand what I mean to say? So God is just that way with his blessing. That's why I said relation. He gives us what we need.
Now what are you up to, Johnson?
Well, I've got a special surprise for a couple of friends of mine.
What kind of surprise?
Oh, just watch and see. Hi, fellas. Hi, Mike. Hi, Shelby. Hi, Tim. You guys fired up for tomorrow? Yeah. All right, well, let's go get our tickets for this Lake Superior Shorecasting Tournament. All right, let's go.
Fine, Mike. How are you?
Not too bad. How's it going today?
Good.
Good. Well, we need 3 tickets for this Lake Superior Shorecasting Tournament tomorrow.
Okay.
2 for these fellas and 1 for myself.
Coming right up.
Sounds good. We'll fill them out and hopefully we'll catch some fish tomorrow. You know, a fishing contest centered around shorecasting was a great idea, Jeff.
You bet. Say, by the way, who sponsored the tournament?
Well, the Weller Tackle Company and the people at the Vickers Complex were the main sponsors, along with several other people who donated tackle and other prizes.
Oh, that's super. I just can't believe that somebody hasn't done that before.
Yeah, it was a good idea, wasn't it?
Shorecasting, you don't have to have a boat. Young and old people, you're just not limited.
Yeah, you can go at a drop of a hat.
Well, that's the thing about shorecasting. I've done it on the way to work. I've done it on my lunch break. I've brought my kid in on it for Great Lakes fishing. I bet you just about everybody gets a start at Great Lakes fishing by shorecasting first.
Really provides some good moments of solitude and just you and nature, and you never know what's going to hit your line either.
Well, you know, my favorite times, though, are when those waves are out of the northeast and they're crashing up. In fact, I've had some of my best catches in 10-foot waves.
Right. You know, I like fishing off the river mouths.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you get the spawning steelhead or the lake trout coming in, chasing after the smelt. You can really have some exciting fishing days.
It's a mixed bag out there. You never know what you're going to get.
That's right.
About shorecasting, though, is you really got to monitor the conditions. It changes from day to day so much.
Yeah, it was a real factor on this day. The offshore winds kind of pushed the warmer, ideal water out away from shore, and the lake trout and the salmon seemed to be just beyond casting distance.
Oh, isn't that a pain?
But it still was a beautiful day.
Hey, Mike,
you can't
bring
beat, 70 degrees and standing on the shoreline and that cool breeze of the water coming up hitting you in the face. I tagged a couple.
Oh, yeah?
This was a little laker.
Oh, pretty fish, though.
Didn't win any prizes, but...
it was good on the table.
Yeah, he's good. The kids had a good time, too. Shelby caught a small little steelhead, and Tim had a couple on. And this is a surprise I had for him, Jeff.
Oh, this is the surprise. Okay.
Hey, fellas. Got somebody I want you to meet. Look who I found. Bud Grant from the Minnesota Vikings. Shelby Bloodsaw.
Shelby, nice to meet you.
Tim Anderson.
Tim, nice to meet you. What have you got today?
Nothing much.
Nothing yet?
Yeah.
Maybe a little early.
One of you had one on earlier, didn't you? Didn't you have one on this morning?
I caught a small rainbow, but...
Too small to keep, huh?
Yeah. I was raised right on the other side of that bridge over there. The other side of Reverend Superior.
That's right.
I used to go out and fish off the old Arrowhead Bridge. That was climb out on the pilings and fish off the bridge.
Northerns and
walleyes.
Walleyes too, huh?
Before people knew there were walleyes in the St. Louis River.
I'll be there.
Just had a lot of fun.
Well, you've got a cabin not too far from here, don't you?
In Wisconsin. Yeah.
Gordon?
Yes, Gordon, Wisconsin. Down there a good part of the early summer till training camp starts. You Viking fan?
Yeah.
Huh? You sure? You're not just saying that now.
Well, go back to it. What is it? What was it about? Bud told me that he was only going to coach a year or two before he went back to hunting and fishing. Of course, go back to that sometime, you think?
Well, I'm not going to coach until I'm 75, like Jared Bryant. But the Vikings are in trouble, and they thought maybe I could help them, and if I can, fine. But it'll be a short tenure because I enjoyed last summer and fall too much.
Sure. Well, I think it's real key that you got some key relationships there in the Viking organization, and when they were in need, you were available, and you can get them back on their feet. You can go back to what your heart desires too.
Well, at least get started the right way. You can't make it all up in 1 year, but just to get going again and get in a positive posture and see some progress. And if we can do that, then we'll get back to other things that we enjoy.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for your time today, Bud, and hopefully there'll be some nice prizes.
I hope so. Hope these guys get them. I'm sorry we interrupted you. I'm sure that there's one out there. You got to have faith. You got to know there's one there. And,
have that confidence.
Yeah, let's go out there and get them now. And what a beautiful place this is. This is outstanding.
Right here in town.
Right here in town. You don't find this many places in the world.
That's right. Well, let's go back up there. Yeah.
So long, fellas. Nice meeting you.
Well, that Doc Witherspoon really has a built-in gyroscope that kind of just hones in on the fish.
Isn't that incredible? You know, it's amazing how some people have that uncanny ability to find fish without really telling you how or why. They just have that ability to go to the spot where the fish are. And Doc's one of those guys. You know, he just knows. You know, he uses unconventional equipment sometimes.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know, but he knows. He knows where the fish are.
Yeah, he's an amazing guy. That's a good trip.